Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to a new GAT test, and today we are solving and explaining the steps of working test number 8. Question number 1. Khalid cut 20% of the way in 7 minutes. How many minutes does he need to finish the whole entire way? So 20% in 7. So 100% the whole entire way. How many minutes? From 20 to 100, I multiply by 5. So when I multiply the right by 5, it gives me 35. So the right answer is C. Question number 2. Which of the following number cannot be the product of two consecutive numbers? And I mean by consecutive number, for example, 42 can be written as 6 by 7, 72 as 8 by 9, 110 as 11 by 10. But 45, I can't figure out two consecutive numbers that their product is equal to 45. Question number 3. If you start the first lecture at the anniversary at 8 o'clock in the morning and there was a break, 10 minutes between each two consecutive lectures, and the fourth lecture finished at 12:10. So I start the first lecture, then I take 10 minutes break, I start the second lecture, take 10 minutes break, I start the third lecture, and I take 10 minutes break, then I start the fourth, then I leave at 12:10. The session the lecture starts at 10. So I have 3 breaks with 30 minutes. Each one is 10. So 12:10 minus 30 minutes is equal to 11:40. Or I can say that from 8 to 12:10, this is 4 hours and 10 minutes. 4 hours, 4 by 60 is 240 plus 10. So 250 minutes as total lectures. By taking away 30, so the remainder is 220 minutes. I divide them by 4, give me 55. So each lecture is equal to 55. Regarding question number 4, find the value of 3 over 10, 4 over 100, 5 over 1,000. So I have point, decimal 1, 2, 3. This is out of 10, so I put the 3 here. Out of 100, so I put the 4 there. 5,000, so it's 0.345. So the right answer is number 5. The ratio 40 to n is equal to 10%. 10% can be written as 10 to 100. So 40 to n is equal 10 to 100. 10 multiplied by 4 to be 40. So 100 multiplied by 4 is equal 400. And you may have another method of solving this question, which is much easier than me, but it's okay. Go ahead. Question number 6. Complete the following: 1, 2, 6, 24, 1, 2. As we can see clearly, it's not adding the same number every time. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. Then from 2 to 6, I multiplied by 3. How lucky I am. Multiply by 4, multiply by 5. So I'm going to multiply by 6, which is 720. A cow farm produced 400 liters of milk. If a quarter of the quantity is filled in can, quarter of the quantity is 100 liters. Filled in a can that takes half liters. So when I'm dividing 100 liters by half, it gives me 200 cans. So this is the first. And half of the amount, half of the 400 is 200 liters, is into cans of 2 liters. So 200 into 2, so another 100 cans. What is the remainder now? I took 200 and 100, 300, so the remainder is 100 liters. It's going to be filled into cans with 100 liters, so another 100 cans. So 100 and 100, 100, so the total number of bottles or cans is 400. Number 8, find the product of 2 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 by 4 is 16. 16 by 4 is equal to 60. Question number 9. The area of the shaded part of the triangle is equal to what fraction of the total area? This one. I think it's clear for us, since this is a midpoint, that these two triangles are equal in area. And this whole triangle is half the whole rectangle. So this one represents 1 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. The shaded represent 1 over 4 shaded parts. Question number 10. Find the value of n. So we can see from the figure that these two angles are vertically opposite. So 2m is equal 142, divided both by 2, so m is equal to 71 degrees. Regarding question number 11, the given shape is a rectangle and I'm looking for the value of x. Why the given shape is a rectangle is useful for us that each angle is equal to 90 degrees. So I know that this angle is up to 180. If you can use the parallel lines, you can figure out that this angle is 55 by alternate. But if you want to figure out this angle first as 35, 95, 5 and 8, 35, and then to figure out this angle. But if you want to use the parallel lines, it's up to you. So 63 plus x plus 55 up to 180. So x is equal 180 minus 63 minus 55. So 180 minus 8, 111, which is equal to 62. Regarding question number 12, a car moved from city X to city Y with average speed 80 km per hour. And 2 hours later, the reader's panel indicate that the rest of the distance is 80 kilometers. So here is the distance from X to Y. He's moving with 80 kilometers per hour. And after 2 hours, it means that he spent the distance about 160 kilometers. Because if you are driving your car with 80 kilometers per hour, after 2 hours, you drove about 160 kilometers. The remainder is 80 kilometers. So what is the total distance? The total distance is 240 kilometers. Question number 30. Find the value of root 8 plus root 2 all square divided by root 18. If you don't know that root 8 is equal to 4 by 2, so it's equal to root 2, it may take time from you to solve this kind of questions. You should be aware of how to simplify radicals. So root 8 can be written as 2 root 2 plus root 2 divided by root 18. 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2 is 3 root 2. And 3 root 2 squared is 18. So now I need to simplify 18 by root of 18. Take this rule. Any number divided by the root of itself is equal root of it. Of course, the number shouldn't be 0. Any number divided the root of it is equal root of it. So 18 divided by root of 18 is root of 18. But Mr. Jam, we can't find root of 18. No, root of 18 is root 9 of by 2, which is equal to 3 root 2. So the right answer is D. Again, this whole question about how to simplify and using the radical of integer or whole numbers. Question number 14, Zain gave third of what he had to his brother Hamza. Then he took 6 riyals from his father. Zain had 18 now. So let's stop here. Before Zain takes 6 riyals from his father, how much he have? He have 12. He have 12 riyals. Zain right now have 12. And he gave third what he have to his brother. After he gave third what he have to his brother, the remainder is 12. So how much Hamza's have? Third of what he have, give it to Hamza, plus number is equal to 12. Oh, what is this? What is this? How I can solve that? You should think about it slowly. In my opinion, don't go with equation in this question. Just think. If Zain have amount of money that divided by 3 parts, and he give his brother this amount of money, third of what he have, the remainder is 12. It means that each part represents 6. So 6, 6, 6. So the total amount with Zain is 18. So what he gave to his brother was 6. Again, Zain gave third of what he had to his brother. So if Zain have a part, he divided it into 3 parts, he gave it to his brother. Then he took 6 from his father, the total is 18. Before he took the third 6 from his father, he have 12. So 6 and 6 and 6. So the total amount money with Zain is 18. Third of 18 is 6, which is given to Hamza. So the remainder is 12. A school with 360 boys and 120 girls, the percentage of boys. So I need to figure out the number of boys first, which is 360 minus 120, which is 240. So how I can figure out the percentage? By dividing the number of the boys by the total and multiply this by 100. How I can simplify this? Easily. If I cancel 0 with 0, it's 24 out of 36. Divided by 6 up, give me 4. Divided by 6 down, give me 6. Divided by 2 up, give me 2. Divided by 2 down, give me 3. So it's 2 over 3 multiplied by 100, which is approximately 66%. We can't find 66%. We go to the nearest value, so it's 60%. It's supposed to be 66 if you want to change it. Regarding question number 16, if the length of AD is equal to 24, from A to D is 24, and from A to C is 14, and from B to D is equal to 18. Notice that if you add up 14 and 18, it will give you 32. And the total length is 24. So 32 minus 24 is equal to 8. So the common area here should be 8. This distance is 10 and this distance is 6. Because 10 plus 8 plus 6 is equal to 2. So I'm looking for length of BC, which is equal to 8. This question is the same as solving this kind of questions by using the Venn diagrams. Question number 17. 60% of x is equal to 300 and 20% of y is equal to 100. 60% of x is equal to 300. It means that 10% of x is equal to 50 after divided by 6. So the 100% of x is 500 by multiplying each term by 10. So x is equal to 500. And 20% of y is 200. So 10% of y is 20. Multiplied by 10. Multiplied by 10. Divided by 2. Divided by 2 is 100. So multiplied by 10. Multiplied by 10 is 1000. So 100% of y is 1000. So which is greater? Y is greater. Mr. Sham, I may solve it by another method or another solution by multiplying 300 by 60 and multiply 200 by 20. It's okay, no problem. Follow any kind of working that you are simply working with or you are feeling comfortable to solve with, since you can get the right answer. Number 18, root of 16 plus 2x power 2 is equal 100. What the number with the power of 2 gives me 100? It's 10. So root of 16 is 4. So 4 plus 2x is supposed to equal to 10. So 2x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 4. Again, what the number with the power of 2 just gave me 100. The number to the power of 2 gave me 100 is 10. So what inside the bracket should be 10? Root of 16 is equal to 4. So 4 plus 2x is equal to 10. Moving negative 4 to the other side divided by 2, so x is equal to 3. Question number 19. If the length of a circle of a diameter is 8, then quarter area. So I wanna find the area of the circle, which is pi r squared, and r is equal to 4, so it's 16 pi. If you have a circle, its area is 16 pi, so divided by 4, so each part is represent 4 pi. So a quarter of the area is 4 pi. Question number 20. 1,500 real was divided between 3 students to the ratio 5:3. And I have told you before, in any question that you have a ratio, all what you have to do to change the ratio into a constant. So I can say that the first half 5x, the second half 3x, and the third half 2x. So their sum up is 1,500. So 10x is equal 1,500 divided by 10. So x, which is the value of each part, is equal to 150. So how much is the share of the third? Third took 2 parts. So 2 multiply 150 is equal to 300. Regarding question number 21, the mean of 4 different positive numbers. So number of the values is 4, average is 11. So the total sum of these values is 44. Don't forget that to find the total, we multiply the average by the number of all the values. 4 different numbers like x, y, z, and m, their sum is 44. And all of them are different. What could be the greatest value of them if I'm arranging them as symbol? What could be the greatest? The smallest value I know them could be 1, 2, and 3. Why is that? Because it's positive. And the smallest 3 positive number, 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3 is 6. 6 plus what to be 44? The only value could fit this is 38. Cannot be larger than 30. Question number 22. Complete the pattern 2, 2, 4, 6, 10, 16. After you spend the whole 2 minutes or 1 minute thinking, I'm adding, I'm subtracting, you will figure out that if you add 2 and 2, it will give you 4. And if you add 2 and 4, it will give you 6. And if you add 2 and 4, it will give you 6. 4 and 6 give you 10. 6 and 10, 16. So 10 and 16 give you 26. So the pattern here is not by adding a constant value every time or multiplying a constant value every time. Question number 23. A school organized a trip for 130 students to university. If each bus can accommodate 24 students, find the least number of buses. So actually, I need to divide 136 by 24. And in this case, I'm going to take the number greater than 5. How I can simplify 136 by 4? I can hear one of the students say that 5 multiplied 24 is 100. Yes, 5 times 24 is 100. But, oh, sorry, 5 by 24 is 120. So 6 multiplied by 24, I'm going to add 24 to 120, which is 120 plus 24, which is 144. So if it's 120, I will have 16 students left. And if it's 144, I will fit all the students, right, in the buses. So I'm going with 6 because I can't leave behind any kind of students. GA bookstore offer laptop price for question 24 for 5,000. After the sale discount 15%. How much Muhammad will pay for the laptop? So I want to find 15% of 5,000. Best method here is to find the 10% of 5,000, which is equal 500, and the 5% is half of this, 150. So the 15% is 750. Subtract that 750 from the 5,000 gives you 4,150. Last question in this test. Find the value of 6 to the power of 2 multiply 4 to the power of 2 divided by 2 to the power of 2 multiply 3 power 2. So this is multiplied, this is x. So I'm going to write this division as a fraction. So 6 power 2 and 4 power 2, 2 power 2, and 3 power 2. And then I'm going to write the 6 as 6 by 6 and the 4 by 4. divided 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. 3 by 2 is 6. 3 by 2 is 6. So the remainder is 4 by 4, and by 4 by 4 is 16. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the explanation of test 8, and see you soon, inshallah.